Hi y'all, today we're going to be talking about the distributive property and using the greatest common factor with the distributive property. So let's get right into it. So over here on this first problem we see 3 times x plus 2. Now x and 2 are not like terms because x is a variable and 2 is a number. So what I'm going to do is multiply this 3 by everything involved. So 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 2 is 6. Same thing with this next one, but we have a fraction. And when we multiply by a fraction, we just put the bottom number on the bottom and whatever we're multiplying by on top. So check this out. 1/3 times x becomes either 1/3 x. Another way to write this is x over 3. And 1/3 times 2. So we got 1/3 times 2 over 1 gives me 2/3. So we end up with x over 3 plus 2 over 3. And this last problem, I have a variable on the outside and I want to multiply it to everything inside. So x times x becomes x squared. And x times 2 becomes 2x. But now when you have a greatest common factor, you can also do the opposite of the distributive property. So what I can do is I can distribute out what these guys have in common. These guys have a 3 in common. So what I'm going to do is put a 3 on the outside of some parentheses. Now here I'm multiplied in. So over here I'm going to divide out. 3x divided by 3 gives me x, plus 3 divided by 3 gives me 1. I can do the same thing over here. I'm looking at this, I have negative 6x minus 2. These guys have a negative 2 in common. So I'm going to divide out a negative 2 from everything. Divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. So negative 6x divided by negative 2. Well, 6 divided by 2 is 3. A negative divided by a negative is a positive, and this x is going to stay. So I end up with positive 3x. And now over here I have negative 2 divided by negative 2 gives me positive 1. And this last problem, I have x squared plus 4x. These guys don't have a number in common. They have a variable in common. Notice both of these can be divided by x. So x squared divided by x is like saying x times x divided by x. These guys cancel out, and I'm left with just an x on the inside, plus 4x divided by x gives me 4. Now these things we talked about in 7th grade, but we have not done it yet in 8th grade. So I wanted to make sure that I show it to you because this is something that is going to show up again when you take algebra next year in 9th grade. How exciting! So if you have any questions, you can ask me. If not, you can go ahead to your quizzes assignment.